I'm going to show you very simply this tripod foot drill, which is literally what I'm doing here right now. This is a sensitivity drill. It is to create body awareness, and it's a mobility drill. It's to free up the forefoot, to unlock the tissues of the forefoot, okay? I'm going to quickly show you what you're thinking about here. If you know this is a quick refresher, and then I'm going to get into the imperative details as to what this is for, why you're doing it, etc. Okay, so if you're here just to see, we're starting with a negative shin angle, that is knee behind the ankle. So draw a straight line down from the knee, it's behind the ankle. I've got a soft bend in both knees, and I'm finding heel pressure on this front foot. My weight is primarily my back leg, but I am doing this drill for my front leg. So heel pressure, I am sensing my heel into the ground. The forefoot is not lifted, it's not gripping either, it is relaxed and touching the ground. I'm looking for my 3 points of contact, which would be the heel, the ball of the big toe, and the ball of the pinky toe. Again, no gripping, no lifting, it's just flat, and I'm sensing heel pressure. As I move from my negative shin angle, just gently and extremely slowly forward of that shin angle, I'm staying heel heavy. And again, this is the entire purpose of this drill, is to sense my heel pressure as I move my knee into more flexion. I'm thinking about guiding my knee towards my center toe, towards my second toe, and I'm finding a spot where I can keep and maintain my heel pressure without going into the forefoot, without leaning into it. So as soon as I feel pressure into the forefoot, I've gone too far, I need to reduce it. Some of us are only going to be able to get to a sort of neutral shin angle and not even go into positive without feeling that pressure in the forefoot, and that's okay. You need to respect where you're at, and you need to do essentially less, okay? Again, sensitivity drill. We're trying to become more sensitive, more aware of our feet in this drill. Now, as we're moving, if we can maintain that heel pressure, we're teaching our tibia, our shin bone, to translate into subtle internal rotation as we move forward. You don't really need to understand this or know this, but we're giving it the opportunity to rotate in that ankle joint. If we go too far, we're cramming up, we're locking up. Remember, most of the things we're doing are about basically reducing tension in the body, because we all are trying to create as much tension as possible. We also need to be able to do the opposite and get loose. So we're getting loose here. We're just staying relaxed, we're breathing, heel heavy, moving forward. The most common mistake I see with this is people will go too fast, don't know what's going on, don't know what they're doing, or they'll start to move their weight into their forefoot. Okay, so now my weight is all on my front leg. I really want to keep my weight in my back leg, even though this drill is about the front leg. As we move, we expect to see some version of supination. I'm going to exaggerate this for effect so you can somewhat see what's happening. I have an arch here, and then I'm staying heel heavy and trying to find a flattening of the arch without going into the forefoot. You don't want to prioritize and demand this big excessive open and this big excessive close, because what you'll end up doing is what I just showed you, which is just a collapse, and that's not the same as pronation, okay? As we do this, finding the heel, coming down, staying heel heavy, driving knee over the second toe, and if you want to, you can get a subtle rotation at the pelvis.